It is time for today's Wednesday edition of Litter Media Live on this June 26, 2024. The week just continues to.
You had such a big
fly by so quickly.
You come in strong, and it's like
yeah. And then I had one of those moments where your brain locks up. You ever had one of those?
I remember the late Bill Spar doing a automobile remote one morning, and I was listening in, and he said, "We're out here at, well, you know where we are." Only Bill could get away with that. You know.
It's like the concert, the band steps up, "Hello, Denver!" and you're actually in
Chicago,
Poughkeepsie or something like that. Welcome to the program, and thank you for watching. Setting aside time to visit with us today. We're going to do our best to inform you on things that are going on in our region. And not only here on Facebook, but also on Litter Media X, as well as our YouTube channel and at littermedia.com. Those are your resources. So if you want to follow along, just grab those and you'll be able to chime in and join in. In fact, we're going to use littermedia.com right now to show you weather.
Were you in that rain yesterday?
I was not. I was in a meeting and I heard it hit, and the meeting got extended. It was amazing.
I was in it.
You were in it?
The thunder woke my cat up from a nap, and he looked very annoyed.
I was coming back towards town from just north of Kenworth, and it absolutely opened up. There was pea-sized hail. I thought I was going to go through my windshield. And I went, as I was telling you guys, I went by the VA golf course, and the greens were completely underwater. You would have had almost 3/4 of an inch to an inch of rain in a short period of time to do that. And then I get to Frankfort, and it's like nothing happened here.
Was Bill Murray on the golf course?
There was nobody. They had run for cover. But, yeah, it was nasty. But, yeah, we're talking about the possibility of more showers and thunderstorms today. Some of those could be severe in the mid to late afternoon and possibly early evening hours. So just be weather alert for that. But much nicer tomorrow with some sunshine, and block that with a camera there, Dan.
I see there's a projection of sometime this afternoon at 2 o'clock, we might get 0.04 of an inch of precipitation. Then,
what are you looking for?
The temperature for tomorrow, 83.
Yes.
Oh,
I blocked that by the camera. I couldn't see it.
Yes. What you couldn't see, bring us on camera again. Show them what you were doing. This is what you couldn't see.
I thought I was laying my head on it.
My personal space is being violated.
Call HR. Oh, he's in my space.
But comfortable temperatures out there compared to what we had last week, for sure. All right, next week is 4th of July, and we had the mayor in earlier today. We had him in yesterday also, but also Bill Knowles here from the Chillicothe Noontime Rotary. We're going to hear what they had to say coming up in just a moment. But before we get to that, let's tell you about our friends at Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. If you've got a plumbing issue, a cooling issue, a heating issue, they can take care of it. If you see this ad on our website, littermedia.com, click on it, and it takes you right to accuratehvac.com for accurate heating, cooling, and plumbing. Are you looking for a beer that satisfies your thirst and love of country? Armed Forces Brewing Company brews beer for patriots. Celebrate freedom with every sip. Armed Forces Brewing Company. Freedom never tasted so good.
Dixie Chopper. Speed when you need it. Visit your local Dixie Chopper dealer today or visit DixieChopper.com.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Haynes Total Health Care Center, established in 1974. They're celebrating their 50th anniversary of taking care of the chiropractic, physical therapy, and nutritional needs. If you need some chiropractic work. Click on this ad anywhere you see it, littermedia.com, and you'll feel better like that. But you'll want to set an appointment too. Go to HainesHealth.com. That's where clicking on this ad will take you to. And then you can set up an appointment and get in for a consultation with Haines Total Healthcare Center.
Yeah, just walking in the office won't get it for you. You got to call ahead and say you're coming.
What's cool, though, is you walk in, you see people are like sitting around the office and they're going, oh, I got a pain. And they're slow getting up when they go in. And they come out and they're like just taking off. Yeah, you bet. I feel good. It is time for news.
And you're the lead.
I am the lead. We're going to jump right into our fireworks discussion we had earlier today as we visited with, there you see on the left of your screen, Mayor Luke Feeney and Bill Knowles from Chillicothe Rotary. They've had a nice partnership between the city and Rotary in making all this happen, and there's a lot more they can do with the fireworks because they have a bigger budget now.
Just for reference, the finale, the sponsorship of the finale by Adina Health is $10,000.
Right.
The total show used to be $15,000. So that just tells you the level of the finale that we're getting now is it's just incredible, the support from the community.
Yeah. Not only that, but the show in between. I mean, it's constant fireworks from the word go.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's and it's only possible because of these sponsors. And, whether you're watching from the flood wall or at the pool, or anywhere else in town, not only do you get to see the display, but really get to feel it because of the spectacular nature of some of these shells.
Yeah. And looking forward to the show again this year. If you missed our conversation with Brian Knowles, which is Bill's brother, Brian was in here along with Doug Blue last week. Brian had actual fireworks shells and showed us the size difference, and the largest that they shoot for Red, White, and Boom is approximately this big. The ones they shoot for Chillicothe, this big. Mm-hmm. Bigger show as far as the fireworks are concerned than what you'll see. There's a lot more fireworks in Red, White, and Boom. Right. But when the budget is $50,000 compared to $15,000, is a bigger show.
Oh, yeah.
And as the mayor said, a lot of people are coming from other communities to see this now. They've seen an increase in that, so that's pretty cool to see. It's become a showcase for Southern Ohio.
But that whole interview can be found.
Is it on our YouTube channel?
It is.
It is on our YouTube channel now, as well as here in our Facebook videos page as well.
Ross, Chillicothe Convention and Visitors Bureau announcing yesterday the successful completion of their biannual audit for the fiscal years 2022 and 23 conducted by the Ohio Auditor of State. The audit concluded no errors or discrepancy found in their records, which means full transparency. Tecumseh Alumni Association will honor our country's independence due to the selfless sacrifice of men and women who have and still do serve the United States Armed Forces. The guests of honors eat and then enjoy a free performance of Tecumseh on July the 4th. The alumni crew, who were busy from 2 p.m. that day until showtime, preparing, serving, and then cleaning up, are asking for our help with a contribution to the annual picnic by sending a donation of any size to help fund the cost of feeding over 500 military personnel and their guests. Also that night, on the 4th at Sugarloaf Mountain Amphitheater, there is a special pre-show performance featuring Marcelo Guzman and his amazing horse show. The show is free with your Tecumseh ticket, so you can go early and be wowed by Marcelo as he celebrates what America means to him.
One more note about Tecumseh, the outdoor drama. This Sunday, they will have an evening with Kathy Mattea performing at the amphitheater. We are scheduled to have a chat with Kathy Mattea this afternoon. So we will not have that as a live presentation, but it'll be pre-recorded, and then I'll have it available for you, hopefully here on Facebook, but also on YouTube as well.
Very good.
I was down at Buzzards Roost last Friday where the Ross County Chamber of Commerce was doing a ribbon cutting for the Kids Nature Zone Story Walk Trail. And if you don't know what a Story Walk Trail is, Miranda Vance is going to tell you exactly what that is right here.
So we're here today to debut our Story Walk Trail. And for those of you who don't know what a Story Walk Trail is, it's where kids can read books as they walk along the trail. So we have 24 kiosks stationed at intervals all the way up to the shelter house, and each kiosk has story pages in it. So you read a couple and you walk along, you read a couple and you walk along. So all of our stories are going to be that way. We'll go in just a minute. You can check it out. All of our stories are going to be nature themed and seasonal, and we'll change them every couple of months. So it'll give you reasons to come back again and again.
And you could find that interview on our YouTube probably later this week or very early next week.
Just depends on when you get it put together. Huh?
Just depends on when I get it put together.
You wouldn't have gone golfing over the weekend. You'd have been...
Well, my friend's getting married. We had to take him to a bachelor party.
Well, if you wouldn't have gone to the bachelor party, might have been.
I'm the best man.
Talk about story in the woods. There you go. That's a storybook right there. Arts in the Parks. This is something that's a collaboration between the Ohio Department of Natural Resources and the Ohio Arts Council, introducing a new exhibit at the Hocking Hill State Park Lodge and Conference Center, featuring a variety of Ohio landscapes painted by artist Janet Grissom. The exhibit is called Marks About Nature, showcasing several oil-painted landscapes, highlighting natural textures as well as flora and fauna. Ain't that sweet? Our road report for today takes us to Highland County, work for the installation of a multi-use path on State Route 771 in the village of Leesburg. The project to be implement a safe pathway route to school. So for those going to I assume to Leesburg, Fairfield, where that will take place. So check that out if you're in Highland County. You all right?
Yeah.
Mr. Hand 2 is reaching on the table here.
Over there, holding your hand.
What's he doing? My space has been violated on camera and off camera.
You covered up
you're
the
his
ass.
best man.
Yeah, where's the party, buddy?
Yes.
All right, coming up, a look at sports. But first, Scioto Valley Dumpsters. I tell you, this program sometimes goes to the dumpster. 740-253-8389 is the number to call if you need a dumpster for cleaning up your property, or if you have, your business, you need a dumpster. There could be a lot of stuff going on there. 740-253-8389 is the number to call for Scioto Valley Dumpsters.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier. Transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our Kingston National Bank mobility app today.
Whenever I first applied for the Archways opportunity, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
I'm a busy woman, and I'm not ready to slow down.
Tiffany's hip pain was interfering with her career and active lifestyle until she came to the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute.
Dr. Meshbach told me about same-day surgery. I said, I want it now, and I wanted it yesterday.
After a successful procedure, Tiffany was home the very same day and on her way back to enjoying the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Time for sports. Where are we starting?
Going around town.
All right.
Uptown Circleville announces the return of the Uptown Classic 3-on-3 basketball tournament, set to take place Saturday, July the 20th. The Street Ball Festival will transform North Court Street from Main to High into a thrilling battleground for basketball enthusiasts of all ages. Registration for the tournament is now open and can be completed online at uptowncircleville.org or through the Team Sideline event platform.
Chillicothe Paints were running into the rain last night. They had a 6-4 lead in Marion, Illinois over the Thrillville Thrillabillies, but they were in the 8th inning, if I'm not mistaken, so they're going to resume things later today. This was one of I think, 6 games last night. 5 of them were impacted by weather.
Yeah, which is what we're getting. Of course, they're out west, so we're going to get that today.
Indeed.
On the big league circuit, not so good news for the Reds. They lose again to the Pirates by a score of 9-5. They'll wrap up that series with Pittsburgh at home at 1:10, weather permitting, this afternoon. And then the Guardians outslug the Orioles by a score of 10-8. And right now, the Guardians have the best record in Major League Baseball at 51-26.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
I was thinking the Yankees had 50-plus wins.
Saw that this morning, 51-26.
All right. And I just saw them last weekend.
Well, maybe the Yankees are 51-27, but that would still give the Guardians the best record in baseball.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, it was the Mets and the Yankees are playing this week. So I believe the Mets were up like 6-1 on the Yankees yesterday.
Is that right? Wow.
Yeah. All right, coming up in a moment, This Date in History, we are featuring what year?
1948.
An event in 1948 is on the way next.
Litter Quality Propane, your propane provider for Southern and Central Ohio for 92 years. They have reliable supply, reliable service, reliable people. Litter Quality Propane.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652. Each week, Litter Media presents the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Week. If you have an athlete to nominate, any amateur athlete is eligible. Simply visit littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. At the end of the year, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Make your nominations now at littermedia.com. Click on Player of the Week. Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today. Time for This Date in History.
1948, obviously post-war Europe, but tensions start to rise in Berlin. U.S. and British pilots began delivering food and supplies by airplane to Berlin after the city was isolated by a Soviet Union blockade. When World War II ended in 1945, defeated Germany was split into sections: Soviet, American, British, and French zones of occupation. The city of Berlin, though located within the Soviet zone of occupation, was split into 4 sectors, with the Allies taking the western part of the city and the Soviets the eastern. Well, Joseph Stalin tried to get the Allies out of Berlin completely, so he barricades it. Mm-hmm. Some of President Truman's advisors wanted them to go into military conflict with the Soviet Union. But some genius had the idea, well, let's just fly over top of all of that and see what happens. That lasted for about 13 months. Stalin lifts the blockade, and now Berlin's completely free. Mm-hmm. No more sectors. But that was the famous Berlin airlift that started on this date in 1948.
Presence makes a difference.
It does indeed.
And just the fact that, hey, the big fellow's there, let's behave ourselves. Mm-hmm. That changes everything. All right, let's see. Special events coming up this week?
Not for the rest of this week.
Okay. We will have a regular program for you again tomorrow. And, next week's going to be that holiday week where Independence Day is on Thursday. Mm-hmm. So a lot of folks will have a holiday on Friday. And
we hope we believe we'll have a special edition that Tuesday morning. And you had one scheduled, one more for the fireworks on the 1st?
We offered to those sponsors of the city fireworks to come in and talk about their business and why they're wanting to be involved with the fireworks, right. But they've not gotten back with us.
So they just are content to make
to
the
say,
donation,
you know what?
and say,
You can just mention their name.
that's great.
And that's fine and dandy. But we were offering a little extra bang for their buck in that respect.
And that was another pun intended.
It was an intended pun, yeah. That's it for the program. Any more bachelor parties to go to?
No, but my other friend did propose on Monday to his girlfriend.
So there is.
There'll be one.
When's your bachelor party?
A little while from now. I'm not engaged.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
Well, Aaron, I never had a bachelor party, even though I've been married 40 plus years. Is it too late?
I thought you were about to say 40 plus times.
do I need to go back and prequel
maybe
bachelor party?
Maybe.
You'd throw me one?
They did it for Star Wars. Why not for you? I didn't have a bachelor party either.
Yeah. Maybe we could all have one.
That's y'all's fault.
Y'all's fault.
Well, the problem is it would be, plain just pepperoni and cheese pizza and IBC root beer would be the hardest thing to drink
women
that night.
coming out of a cake.
Precisely. Yeah, so
like that. Yeah.
We would have the most vanilla bachelor parties there would be. Yeah. So. Not the case for you, though, apparently, right?
We just went golfing in Louisville.
Expression
all we did was go golfing in Louisville.
Folks. I wish we had it on that camera. He is squirming to beat the band. Yeah. All right.
Mom, don't listen to these guys.
Mom. That's the problem with mom watching, grandma watching, grandma watching.
Everybody's wanting to know, okay, what's going on? You'll be getting phone calls here as soon as this show ends. Yeah.
We're going to get him in trouble. That's what it is. Yeah. We're just sharing the love that we have been given over the years. And now we're the old guys, and we can throw it back.
Dish it out, yeah.
Yes. That's it for the program. We should have ended a long time ago. But if you stuck with us this long, thank you so much for watching. Back at it again tomorrow with another edition of Litter Media Live.